Hello and welcome. If you have watched my videos, you know that Python is my favorite programming language. I've been coding in Python for 4 years and I use it in all of my coding interviews as well as my personal projects. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to learn Python fast, but I'm not going to teach you all the tactics that a lot of fake gurus online are promoting, like how to learn any language in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. That's not going to happen. Any skill takes time, and you cannot expect to achieve mastery overnight. However, if you're willing to put in the work and you follow my strategy, I can guarantee you will save a lot of time in your journey and you will get to where you want to be much faster. Without further ado, let's dive in. Step 1. Pick a beginner course. I highly recommend you pick a programming course to learn Python, especially if you are a beginner. Watching random tutorials or reading books when you have no experience with the language is a waste of time. Most of the time, you're gonna give up because it's too difficult. For me, I started by taking a beginner Python course at my university. If you are in college and your school offers a Python course, I highly suggest you take it. Otherwise, if you're no longer in college, or if you just want to start immediately, then there are a few online options that I found valuable for beginners. The first option is Codecademy Python course. This course covers all the basic topics that you need to know in Python, including control flows, lists, loops, functions, classes, dictionaries, etc. Moreover, it has a built-in IDE, so you can write and execute your code on the platform without worrying about installing tools and software. The concepts are well explained, so the program is suitable for beginners. The second option I suggest is Zero to Hero in Python by Educative. This program will teach you everything you need to start using the language comfortably. You will learn about Python fundamentals, object-oriented programming, and different data structures. The best thing about this program is at the end of the course, they will teach you how to build a desktop app using Python and Tinker, so you can apply what you learn. This is a paid product. However, if you're serious about leveling up your Python skills, I believe the course is worth your investment. I put the links of the courses in the description, so feel free to check them out. Step 2. Practice, practice, practice. The only way to get good at anything, not just coding, is practice. You have to put in the effort to get the result that you want. The more time and hours that you put into your practice, the better you become at the subject. In addition, the good thing about practicing a lot is that you will make a lot of mistakes. Your code will crash more times than you think, and that's a good thing. If you never fail, you will never learn. I recently watched a podcast from Andrew Huberman on how to learn any skill fast, and he said, the only way to learn a skill fast is repetitions, failures, more repetitions, more failures. Making mistakes and adjusting your behaviors based on your mistakes is the best way to level up your programming skill. So set a block of time during the day when you learn Python. If you are a beginner, I highly suggest you only spend 1 hour per day studying. When you are new to programming, things can be overwhelming. Your goal is to be consistent. You don't need to do a lot of work at first. When you are comfortable with this amount of work, you can slightly increase your studying time. Step 3. Study smart. Learning programming isn't easy, so you need a strategy to get to your desired goal faster without spending too much time. I highly suggest you practice something called flow state. Flow state, aka get in the zone, is a state of mind where you are totally focusing on what you are doing. Usually, it is when your mind is completely empty and you don't think about anything else except for the task at hand. When you experience flow state, your performance is the best, your work is deep, and you get more done in less time. I will make another video about how to achieve flow state in programming in the future, so subscribe so that you don't miss it. Secondly, you should practice Python using coding interview questions. Actually, this is the way that I got good at Python. You can find coding problems from any source and try to implement them in Python. When you solve these problems, you will use most of the fundamentals of the language, such as loops, different data structures, and different syntax optimizations. Syntax optimization means you write your code in a cleaner way. This way, you basically kill two birds with one stone because you improve both your Python skill and your coding interview skill. Finally, you should do something called deliberate practice. I learned this concept from a YouTuber named Andy Sturkowitz. There are two main components in this practice that I found useful. First, you need a clear and well-defined goal. When you sit in front of your desk, you only have a few hours and you want to maximize your focus. So before you start your section, you should have a clear goal in your mind so that you don't waste your time and energy on finding the thing to learn later. The second component is focusing on your weaknesses. If you want to improve your coding skill, you need to focus on your weaknesses because they dictate your success. You fail at something because you make mistakes. You make mistakes because you have weaknesses. So when you practice, try to identify your weaknesses and focus on these areas on future sections. Step 4. Using project-based learning. If you implemented the previous steps, I'm confident that you'll be comfortable writing Python code by now. It's time to take your Python skills to the next level. And the best way to do that is building projects. There are two ideas that I found valuable, especially if you want to build a project for your resume. The first one is building a website. Python is a powerful language for backend development with two frameworks, Flask and Django. If you're a beginner, I suggest you choose Flask because it's more simple. But if you're an advanced programmer with more experience in SQL and database system, then Django is a better option because it has more customizations for you. Also, when you finish building the backend of a website, you should spend some time learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to build a front end and create a complete website. A more advanced idea is building data science projects. With the development of AI and machine learning, Python has become the king language in this area. There are many great Python libraries for data science projects including NumPy, Scikit-learn, Pandas, and Matplotlib. However, these projects require some knowledge in data science. So if you're a beginner and you don't have much experience in programming, building a website is the way to go. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. That supports the channel a lot. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.